Welcome to Tech News of the Week with your host, Scooter McGavin. Hey everyone, I'm Ned Bellavance, filling in for Scooter, who's taking a mental health day to recover from the recent rash of Happy Gilmore jokes. We wish him a speedy recovery. Pa-pow. Let's dig in some Tech News of the Week, shall we? And by the way, I heard your feedback. I've classed it up a little bit. Web3 continues to go great. Stablecoins are my favorite oxymoron of the decade. Do Kwon, the CEO of Terraform Labs, has been charged by the US SEC with securities fraud to the tune of multiple billions of dollars. Terraform Labs maintained the Terra USD stablecoin, counterbalanced by the Luna coin, up until May of 2022, when both entered a death spiral, wiping out $40 billion in theoretical value and taking down a decent chunk of the crypto economy with it, including Three Arrows Capital, Voyager Digital, and Celsius, all companies you've probably never heard of. To date, it was the largest crypto fraud case right up until SBF said, "Hold my Appletini." Do Kwon is not yet in custody, with warrants for his arrest in both the US and South Korea, making him the lamest version of Carmen Sandiego possible. As a reminder, it's not just Twitter. Elon Musk is still failing at running Tesla too. Let's pretend you're in charge of a car company, and your cars are effectively 4,000-pound missiles moving at speeds in excess of 100 miles per hour, containing fleshy, easily injured meat bags, and surrounded by other similar missiles and so-called free-range meat bags. Let's also say that you want this car to be self-driving. Considering the risks involved, you'd want the self-driving to be absolutely rock solid, right? Right? Well, Tesla doesn't. They've introduced full self-driving beta software to their fleet. Beta. Self-driving beta. Naturally, the software was released and then voluntarily recalled from over 350,000 cars because the beta software caused cars to run red lights, ignore lane designations, ignore the speed limit, and roll through stop signs. Seems our hope that Elon's Twitter distraction would make Tesla better was misplaced. Speaking of which, but also, Elon is terrible with Twitter too. Twitter announced another new policy, not agreed on by a poll. Starting March 20th, all users that wish to use text message-based two-factor authentication will need to sign up for the paid offering of Twitter Blue. As many security experts swiftly noted, SMS 2FA is less secure than using an authenticator app or token. It is still more secure than nothing through the miracle of two things being true at once. Not everyone has the technical gumption or desire to use anything more complicated than a text message. The policy change makes users de facto less secure. Why is Twitter doing this? Money. Sending thousands of SMS messages costs Twitter money. So they've made the brave decision to force people to either stop using SMS 2FA or pony up the cash. On the one hand, it makes financial sense. On the other hand, Christ, what an asshole. The February updates to Windows Server 2022 break Windows Server 2022. One day, I'm going to compile a list of Patch Tuesdays that cause catastrophic failures in enterprise-critical deployments of Windows. I'm not going to count the total number of catastrophic failures because that number is probably nearing infinity. Recently released patch KB5022842 may cause guest virtual machines with secure boot enabled on ESXi 6.7 or 7 to not start up. Better yet, if you've already installed this patch, uninstalling it won't undo the damage. You'll have to either run without secure boot or update to ESXi 8. Nice one, chaps. I guess the one person in Microsoft testing VMware was on vacation that day. It's not like ESXi is a major platform used by millions of customers or anything. Why bother to test it? Amazon employees tasked with mandatory fun. Citing increased productivity, improved team building, and zero hard data, CEO of Amazon Andy Jassy is requiring almost all of the 300,000 corporate staff at Amazon to return to the office at least 3 days a week. Clearly, Jassy is concerned about the slowing growth of Amazon in 2022, where they eked out a slim 9.4% increase over the previous year. Poor babies. It is a drastic reduction over the previous 3 years, but realistically, it's a return to form post-pandemic. But shareholders demand infinite, accelerated growth, and Andy has to show that he's doing something. Forcing everyone into the office will return things to their former glory. Right? Or maybe it's a secret ploy to entice folks to quit, reducing staffing costs and avoiding severance packages. Nah, Amazon seems like an honest and above-board employer that would never stoop to underhanded... Oh, right. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Tech News of the Week. If you'd like this and more fine stories in audio form, check out the Chaos Lever podcast, or you can sign up for our newsletter and try this newfangled reading trend that's taking the country by storm. Thanks again for watching. Ta-ta for now.